Hello and greetings, my fellow Long Darkians. Welcome back to Long Dark Deadworld Challenge. Now, we're about at 275, 277 days this custom interloper run. Nothing living, just me, Will, and a whole lot of tea. We actually can make another 5 tea we kind of gathered up last time. We're not doing too bad in that regard. I did love one comment earlier, though. If Will had only stopped, he occasionally got free teas when we're cooking something up I'd accidentally misclick, and he'd get some free calories. Yeah, he probably could have survived a lot longer if he hadn't bogarted those calories. But alright, anyway. Let's get started. Now, there's not a lot left in the world. We've grabbed quite a bit of it. Let's see if we need anything else while we're here. Give the clothes a good look. We're obviously going to be starving today, because... yeah, if I had defeated Will every time he was hungry, we would have been dead a long time ago. So the sweater could use a little bit of work. Sweater maybe. And the problem with the crafted clothes, sooner or later here, I have very limited amount of hides. The hides are just whatever. Like, I had enough to make the wolfskin coat. I don't have enough to repair it. But it is nice to have. So let's get that worked on. It sounds like it's not really that great anyway. I did sleep in a little bit as well. Alright, 21 degrees. Oh, that's not too bad. Generally, optimum in interloper, I found is about 26 degrees. A warmth bonus. So that's 5 degrees. Kind of nice. Oh my goodness. Will. How did we not see that?
I'll be hungry later.
Solid. I haven't had solid food in weeks. Oh my. Oh. Oh, Will. Dog food. Dog food, my boy. Yes. Alright, so you never know what's around the corner I get. Wow. I swear we walked by there a dozen times. Didn't see it.
So hungry.
I don't think the comment section caught that either. That was... that's there occasionally, but more often than not, that dog food is not there, so... remember, this is the old Perilous Constraint branch, so it isn't part of the loot overhaul, as it were. There's loot's all in different places now. Okay. Weather doesn't look too bad. How are we doing on water? Water is going to be a thing we're going to need. Now, I say let's make for the barn. At negative 20 at the moment. Yeah, a whole lot of nostalgia this week because we're starting to end up the episode finale, series finale for our old Interlopers series, and that's coming about 400 something episodes. I think that series started about 2019, 2020, somewhere around that nature. It's a long series, a lot of great memories. Deadworld, not about half as long, but it has been a good, unique challenge here. I've done a lot of challenges throughout the years, and a lot of people are been challenges that we did back in the day. Now it's kind of funny. Like, have you done that one? I'm like, yeah, we've done that. But Deadworld, I haven't seen anybody else try this one, so I thought it'd be something fun to try. That's corpse. Oh no, just crows going about their business. I already feel pretty lucky that we've already found dog food today. That's pretty good.
Can't feel my feet.
We'll head to the barn. I might head back to the main road a little bit. Well, I mean, if we go back to the birch tree area, there might be some more birch by now. Wouldn't be a bad idea. And in this challenge, you can, speed it up a little bit more. I'm around an interloper. Try to slow down running a little bit because the more fatigued you are, you get jumped by a wolf. gonna be a bad time for you. But here we don't have to worry about that as much, so you can, yeah, spend a little bit more on running. Also, I want to look in some old stash spots I'd usually use, because last couple times we've been near running out, I found old caches that I completely forgot about, apparently. That really, really extended our run, so I'm hoping I might have another one of those. It's highly doubtful, but I would like to try. I'm just getting warmed up, and yeah, I said we head over to the birch trees, give that a look again. I just really kind of just want to check every corner now again because, dog food. Wow. That and a tea, and that's about a good night. That just gave us about a whole nother day. That's really, really awesome. We do have some water here as well, because I was going to need that. How we doing on firewood there, Will? Oh yeah, you're doing very good. If only we could eat sticks, oh man, we would be eating good. Now, obviously, chance of missing out something up here. Really? We don't have a pry bar right now, though. All the things that not... Will, there could be... I'm pretty sure it's empty, but... Oh, alright. Well, I'm kind of amazed you're thin enough to fall through that, but anyway. I'll just warm up there a little bit. Very nice. It's already late enough in the day. I don't want to take a nap or anything. Let's get going. This is a beautiful day, though. It's actually... Yeah, we could head over to the trees. Give that a look. I'm gonna quickly head over to Thompson's Crossing. Grab metal. Yeah, no fishing either. We even went fishing for fun one time on this. But yeah, there's 0 fishing, 0 rabbits. Never a good viewer I knew that added a little bit of fishing to that. I mean, you can modify this custom challenge. You can modify it however you want. If you want to have like a little bit of animals, yeah, feel free to go ahead, go nuts. Also done only bears challenge, which I kind of like because that's like you really got to go into danger really quickly. I get it. Only moose would be a good one too. But also, that's a little bit of RNG. I know we were gonna go check out the trees. I got distracted. Go back on the other side here. I was thinking of cattail. The odds of us finding cattail pretty... There might still be a little bit on Forlorn Muskeg, but I really begin to doubt that one. Actually got so much sticks right now. Avoid that. We'll catch that cattail. Alright, rambling a bit there, Will. We got distracted. And we're out here recently, so I don't expect we'll have too much, but you never know. A good blizzard, you can get at least a couple more. Got some moose scrapings over there. I'm not trying to. I already have like 34 sticks. We need to tone that down a bit. I'm really close to crows too, but I don't see them in the air.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
All those bodies. But yeah, I know, Will. I know. We're not, peak condition. I don't want to use any to heal up during the day too, because that just kind of slows our. Speeds up our life expectancy there at the end. I see another birch bark. That'll net us another tea. Those are kind of nice to pop one of those before we sleep so we get a little bit of an extra boost.
Never felt so cold in my life.
I know, but we should probably be getting hurrying on. Don't want to wind up like these people. Alright. I just always want to double check. You never know, sometimes you think you something, oh yeah, I already got that, but then it turns out you didn't. Hello there. Already more tea. Ooh, this might be worth a revisit again at some point soon. There's a couple areas that have a lot of birch drops, so it's always the one that stands out in my mind because it, you know, some areas you probably get about the same, but this is just kind of one of the biggest birch areas I always think of. It said Thompson's Crossing. I think we're gonna head back to Coastal Highway. Check out that beachcombing again. That's gonna buy us, hopefully, depends on RNG, but a couple more days. Oh, keep on keeping on. The cat tail out here, I would severely doubt it. Never say never, but let's pop up this way a little bit. I'm getting a little bit too down south of the map, as it were. Cattail heads, but no. Nada. Maybe it's liking, but we don't need to get that since no chance of getting bit or anything. Unless Will starts indulging in self-cannibalism. I mean, I wouldn't say... Are you gonna eat that hand, Will? Oh. Alright, so we're making pretty good speed. Back this way a little bit and maybe get lucky if path less traveled. The old Interloper series will bring you back it occasionally on the live stream, maybe an update video and play. Majority it'll be kind of nicer. I can concentrate more on the new content. Of course, I don't have to keep switching back between builds. It's my internet speed's pretty good, so it's just semi-hassle just to remember. But luckily, that does have support. A lot of games don't have the old builds to go back to. Unfortunately, you don't have that on console. That would be nice. I know a lot of people didn't get to finish their runs when the Survival Edition came out. Yeah, well, you were... Picking off again today. Oh, that's sketchy. A little bit of your condition. Well, it's getting... I think it'd probably be okay. Proper bed would help out a little bit, too. There's one thing I want to check out real quick, because I checked this out, it was another episode on one of my series this week. Something I didn't know I don't normally check out. What's it back here? Yeah, there's a backyard somewhere I didn't check. I didn't go through. There's some firewood I'd never seen before. Be a bit random though. On this one, okay, so maybe we did get it. Alright. Obviously, all empty. That's a nice bed, though. How much cloth do we have? Wouldn't say no to it. Good amount of cloth out in Pleasant Valley. Grab one little. That should last us for a bit. I think I also want to go out. Go check Thomas Crossing, see if I left anything in there. These houses I don't ever use as a, back 1 second, Will, because I think I saw something, though. Viewers might cut that as well. Yeah, we don't need it, but, yeah, I was like, I saw the little blue outline. I'm like, wait a minute. Occasionally not completely blind, but... Now, if I leave anything, it's generally at the community center. Easy place to remember. And it's got the 6-slot stove as well. The bed, it doesn't heal because it's got a little bedroll in here. Otherwise, a really nice place. Part of the episode 3 of Wintermute. Which, you know, not, for some reason they took out the phone there. But I don't know why. Now, also, would it be worth it right now? Because, yeah, this is what we have. And weight-wise, we're okay. I think worth it to take with us.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah. Worth it to take with us, I think. Okay, just want to make sure. Taking water, too, to... Alright. But nothing we can really use. Alright, let's get over to a nice bed. And then we'll take off tomorrow, I think. A little late. Will's not in the best of shape. Right now, we're going to try to aim to keep him around maybe 70-ish% after the heal. 70-ish%, 75. Just so we can keep giving him the bare minimum. We're going to try to stretch him out as long as we can. Always, you'll see me, always double checking. Just, you never know. Getting hungry. Yeah, alright. We're gonna burn more calories. The good news is we don't have any calories. Ah, nice. I'll have to remember pry bar when we do come back to this area, maybe eventually. A little bit of water, then just needed. I need a little bit. I always like to go to bed exactly around midnight there. Okay. Well, you're gonna need to savor this. Oh. Oh, God, so good. Problem is, you might actually need 2 teas, though. I'm actually gonna need to make some more birch bark. Well, that's 625, but we think we need 675 with a more efficient machine perk. So, a little bit more. Well, it said I never spoil you, Will. I'll get some more teas made up in the morning here. Yeah, we're not... The other point, I might need to get some calories in there, and that's... Could boost it with a stim, but I'm not going to use any stims because I got a really hilarious idea. Something I haven't done in a while. I want to run across a couple maps at the end. So I'm probably just going to stim it up about 7 stims. That'd give me a fair bit. I'm going to see how far I can run. And it's a little silly, but it's fun time. Alright, so we can actually get 3 birch bark. Which, not terrible. At some point, I don't really want to stay another day out here. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I'm negative 39. I actually am going to press on, though. I do want to get a fire day as well, because I'd love to have a birch tea at least tonight, if we can. We're going to push on until we get to the cave. Then we can get into checking some beach combing. I usually leave the hood up so we know we've looted that. Sometimes I forget though. There was a weird bug for a while in early access. Right time you put the hood up, every time you go inside and outside, all the hoods would go back down. I'm like, oh, come on.
Damn.
So it's kind of slightly hilarious. Well, we don't want to take too much damage here. Now, the toughest thing about this run really hasn't been, I would say that's the kind of prompt for that coming up. I wouldn't say it's the scrummaging for food, it's been the cold while we're doing it. Because we're taking damage, then we need to eat, heal up. That's really, I think, one of the things that eat into our foodstuffs the most.
Gotta eat soon.
Is, yeah, needing to heal up. And the only thing I really did change on the weather was I made the wind highly variable. So the weather is it's always windy, it's always constantly changing. Very tough to get a fire going for long out in the open. Unless you're in wind cover. And even then. Yeah, it's negative. It is. If that's not a blizzard, I don't know what is. Oof. Negative 50. Wow. Yeah, that is quite cold. Come on, Bo, let's go, go, go. We're probably sitting about 60%. That's not great. How late in the day are we? Still pretty early too. Shoot.
Too much stuff to carry.
Let's see, we'll probably grab coal. We don't really need to. I do have, I think I've still got some lantern fuel. Drop that can. At the dam, I believe. And we still have some lantern fuel. But if I thought that crate contained food, it would already be gone, but I know it doesn't, so. I was also recently thinking about the summit again, but I'm pretty positive I didn't leave at least any food there. I'll go back in the video and look, but I'm positive. Yeah, I think usually on Interloper anyway, you can generally get all that in one stop. We'll grab all the extra coal though. Let's keep up our practice. Coal. Oh, fresh corpse. And a torch. 100%. Very nice. Sooner or later, we are going to run out of lantern fuel. One of the things that being able to get so much lantern fuel usually is you can go fishing and renew it that way. But not an option here. Once I didn't check that out, apparently. We're going to check our corners just to be safe. And maybe if there had been food in there, it probably got ruined and it disappeared because it's already been so many days. That could happen. The hacksaw I switched out with another one, I do believe. Now this is kind of also type of challenge. I don't think it would. I think it would be just not as fun if you do the if you did this challenge now in the survival edition, just because the enhanced beachcombing is kind of really good. I've found because you can usually pick up at least a couple fish like every other day. I have actually spent at least 2 months just living off of beachcombing. That's all I did. I started the run and I just did beachcombing. And I was pretty good. Didn't really suffer. Eventually I did have to go off for Desolation Point after a little bit because I didn't have enough matches. But yeah, getting matches, you're pretty much golden doing that. Let's see, you're all taken care of. We'll drop all this extra coal up there, of course. One thing I always do recommend when you go through these tunnels is always, even if you don't need it, you're going to need it later. And once you pick this up,
be able to carry this load for
all of
much
this
longer.
will respawn eventually. So you definitely want to pick it up just to get more free coal down the line. It's always good for, you know, doing the forge, general fires, and just having free fuel is always nice. At a certain point, if you don't pick any up, it will stop, actually. You're not going to have coal everywhere. There's a certain limit, I do believe. Coal. And you can already see I already have a huge stockpile over here. A couple, in fact. And we got about 37. Wow. Pretty impressive. Okay. Well, your condition is worrying me a little bit. Did we warm up enough? Oh yeah, actually we just did. And it's not horrible out. I know at the coastal town site we didn't leave any food, because that was actually our major storehouse. Because you kind of line up the shelves and everything, and it was very nice if you checked out the earlier episodes. So I know for a fact that is completely empty, because eventually I could carry all our food with us, so I just took it. Because I thought about just spending random food staying here, but I kind of got bored. You know, if you follow any of my other series, you know I don't tend to stay in one spot for too long unless we're doing a 100-day challenge or something. I do like to keep on the move, keep scenery fresh. People find that more entertaining than just staying down in one spot so you really have to move. Actually was thinking about going to the watchtower, but it's alright too. Kind of just freestyling it.
Can't feel my hands.
Unless you played this game a long time, I wouldn't recommend that, but... by the log store. We'll go warm up, and... I could really make it to Jackrabbit Island, and... from there, we could just go check the beachcombing. I wouldn't recommend we probably go to Fishing Hut, and I might have to use some tea. Just because it's gonna be... slightly worse if I don't heal up. I could chase it with a stim, but we want to save that for the end, so... the stim will give us a little boost. To tire us out, though, you could use it at the end of the night. Generally, if I'm going to use that, well, that's what I'll do so we can go straight to bed. Let's already grab the Cinder Hill mine out here. Out here, other than the beachcombing, yeah, this has been, the whole place has been gutted. I was just thinking I might find something else, though. We finished all this, right, though? Yeah. I'm thinking, well, what is this stuff with stuff in corners today? Will, check your corners. Rule number 1, man. Come on. I know I'm blaming him for it, and I did it, but that's kind of funny. Alright. No, that's on me. Well, in doing YouTube, even as long as I've done it, you still can occasionally have that corner blindness. It's just... you're doing commentary, and there's a small portion of your brain where, like, you'd be regular playing that's delegated to that, so... occasionally miss some small things. So, but today, Will, it's giving me hope you've already gotten the full day worth of calories. Plus the teas. Been pretty good. Now, I think we're going to head out. Oh, nice crows flying out there right there. Look at that. That's kind of cool. I did Fishing Hut real quick. Gonna get some tea going, and then I'll get away. That'll also warm us up while we're doing the beachcombing. So that will definitely help out. And right now, negative 26. Even the tea is only gonna help out so much. And we're gonna go from the right side all the way to the left. If we can do it. And then stop a misanthrope. The next time I think we'll go Crumbling Highway. There's a little spot and then out to Desolation Point. There is a little bit in Bleak Inlet. It's a very small, with this beachcombing in the old branch, it's a very small area though. Could potentially have something, but yeah, it's a very small area.
Cold is making my head feel
I'm not
thick.
opposed to heading out there though. Alright, well. Extra diligent checking corners now. And if I can lens though, that's what I was hoping for. If we have more matches than we have days we'll be able to eat, so we don't really have to neglect getting fire, but yeah, still stingy as a general rule.
Goddamn freezing.
Right, Will, I want you to also now make us some tea. I'm gonna give him a couple teas. I'm gonna add actually another one just to get some calories, so that'll let the birch bark do its thing. Because otherwise, if you just do birch bark and then his condition runs out, you're still getting a healing over time. But if you don't have any calories, it kind of just defeats the purpose. Still losing condition. Oh, okay. I don't care how much water I had anyway, so we might get a little bit. I'll let you have this next one. I know it's sacrilege, but keeps them happy and keeps them from yelling at me. I'll get some birch bark. Fire time pretty good still. Water do we have? I didn't figure we had a ton. Might even need a tea for the road because I don't think we're gonna have that warm up that I wanted to have. At least enough water for tonight. Then we'll heat up some. And just use some reishi. Probably wanna. Birch bark is renewable, but we don't have a ton on us. Do you want to use one up tonight? Yeah, it's already gone. Alright. Luck for us. Checking that beachcombing then. Only about -6 actually. It's the perfect day. Along with that warming up, we're sitting pretty good. We can definitely cover the entire shore as long as no weather changes. Definitely checking out a lot more corners now because I already found 2 things. Need to go back to the beginning, and there's not as much as in the you'll notice a big difference if you only start playing during the survival edition with that enhanced beachcombing, because there's a lot more of it. There's only really a couple spots, and maybe it'd been about maybe a week or so back, so the accumulation is kind of slow as well with the old beachcombing. That's why I really didn't use the old beachcombing too much, because this is kind of more of the desperate situation. If you're doing a normal run, wouldn't really ever need it. Doesn't add a whole ton. Well, we've got some cloth and a cup. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that, but there you go. If we can pick up 1 fish, that would be good. I think here would probably be, well, sometimes a little bit further, but doubtful. Check, but I'm pretty sure right about, yeah, nope, that's my thought. Yeah, let's not go in the water. That would be disappointing. Getting a little colder now, so we do want to hurry up a little bit. I won't be using too much speed though, because there's going to be a lot of instances where the ice is going to start to crack as we go along the side here. And I want to use that speed to get out of the area as quickly as possible. And generally, if you can with the beachcombing, definitely try to be a little bit lighter because you're going to have to move faster. They made hypothermia not as really as bad. 2 cups. Oh, the pop-in distance for that was not very well done. So good vibes since pot dropped and in a cup. Maybe we got some other good stuff. Maybe we'll just stay at Misanthrope tonight. This weather, though, it's almost worth it to go out. Crumbling Highway. A little bit of a walk. So far, nada. Even long looted, but you never know. We can check on the way back, but generally, I wouldn't expect anything on the way back. Ooh, we've got something. Couple things. Ah, got metal. Is that food or? Got metal. Okay. I'm just gonna move this off to the side so more stuff can spawn. Firewood? Well, I mean, that's not bad.
Too heavy.
But here, previously I got scrap metal, so I moved it over here. Not the end of the world, but yeah, a little disappointing. Starting to snow, and it's getting a little bit colder again. And the tea warm up is going, so we're going to start getting cold fast here. Now that the tea warmth is off and it's getting a little colder, the snow, I don't know if it's going to be might just settle. Oh, we've got firewood. So, Bill, can you eat trees? I think we're about to find out. So far, not a scrap of food, unfortunately. We'll go until at least the end of the Misanthrope Island length. Then I think we'll head in, because I don't want to start getting some more freezing damage. We get to the abandoned Harris home, then we could heal up. But that's going to be sleeping in a bedroll, on the floor. Not going to be really a great healing factor to that. Yeah, we'll continue on from there, I think. We'll head up and down the. We'll head down the coast again, just at this point, then we'll come back again. The stuff has respawned, it's just not what we wanted to respawn. A bit of RNG to that, so. Kind of at the mercy of the sea there. Alright, well, let's get in. I'm pretty confident now we'll probably hit 300 days. 365, yeah, if Will had stopped stealing those teas, he'd be a little closer, but never know. Already found a couple items of food today we didn't have previously, so.
Just want to lay down for a bit.
It's gonna be 2 solid days of eating solid food. I mean, wow. Living the dream, Will. Living the dream. Yes, we'll pick up the beachcombing from there on Monday. But even if we headed out to the ravine, we could, in fact, go down the... Did I set up the rope? Probably. If not, I'm sure there's a rope there we could set up. Go down to the lower part of Blink Inlet. Go check out the beachcombing there after we're done here. Kinda does sound like a plan. And nothing here. I think it was just kind of corners I usually don't check. And I kind of should. I left some water. Actually, you know, very nice. Thank you, Will. Okay, lovely. Alright, well, we're just probably going to pass some time then. Okay, Will all tired out as you were there? Hydrate up though. A little bit.
I think I need to lay down.
You're almost there, Will. Pretty close. I think that's good enough. Alright. Alright, so we got 350. 475. Math is hard. I think that's in one more tea and we should be good. How much more tea do we have? You know, still a good amount. It is getting lighter though. Okay. Only hydrated? Oh, actually, that didn't actually completely because we had the beef jerky. Understandable. I believe this is at 700 calories. This is hopefully a pretty decent heal. Hey, not bad though. Not bad, ladies and gentlemen. With that sound of a blizzard, I think we'll leave off here. About 279 days. About 280. 20 days. I could probably make it. I think we could make it. I'm feeling confident. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button. It does help out a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in Monday's episode of the Deadworld Challenge.